On June 15th, 2021, Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred stated, "In new guidance on foreign substances is announced. I understand there's a history of foreign substances being used on the ball, but what we are seeing today is objectively far different, with much tackier substances being used more frequently. The foreign substance in use is in the league is a problem because the majority of us fans want us to see the long homer, but that doesn't happen since the decrease in the substance use is down. Controlling the ball from a pitcher's standpoint is key, but to be able to enhance your control with the use of substance will not be tolerated in the league. Pitchers are trying to take over the game with their substances of control. To show you this, I will be explaining why they do this, if these substances are effective, and what these consequences are. Pitchers tend to add substances whenever they feel they do not have enough grip on the ball. So this is a baseball. I'm a pitcher, so I can speak on this. So if it was a cold day out, I would probably put Vaseline all around this horseshoe right here, just to gain grip because of the cold weather. What we don't realize is that the substance is actually increasing the grip on the ball as well as the spin rate when the ball is thrown out of the pitcher's hand, which goes like this, which increases the velocity of the baseball. Most hitters say that they prefer pitchers to use the substance because, yes, the ball moves sharper, but it does help them control the ball better, and nobody wants to get hit by 90 miles per hour plus. The ball is thrown harder because the substances on the ball allow the hands to stay on the ball longer to create more spin rate. Now that we know why pitchers are using these substances, allow me to present with you analytics to prove that these substances are effective. On June 9th, 2021, Pete Caldera wrote, "Now in the middle of MLB's sticky situation," on USA Today. In 2016, Garrett Cole's fastball moved on an average of 2 inches that year. Fast forward 5 years later, with the substance or spider tack in play, which he was using, his fastball would now move on an average of 4.1 inches in 2020. Garrett Cole would go on to be known as one of the biggest cheaters in the game because of his role with the Houston Astros and now in his role with the spider tack situation. Furthermore, let's look into the consequences. The charge for being caught using a foreign substance is immediate ejection and then a 10-game suspension after that with no pay. Surprising to me and probably many of you, pitchers still continue to cheat, including multiple times after being caught the first time. I would say that they're not only consequence for players, but the fans as well. A New York Times article, "A Series of Uncomfortable Events" on June 5th, 2021, Zach Britton said during an interview to James Wagner, If I'm a young kid at the game and I'm asking my dad, well, hey, what's going on? Why are all the pitchers getting checked between innings? What is he going to say? Well, they just think everyone's cheating. Is that what we want the game to be about? Like we're assuming you're cheating? I think it's just a bad look. Honestly, me as well. The players without intention are almost ruining the games by cheating, and none of them seem to be thinking about the fans. The consequence for foreign substance can come with another type of trouble, injury. Since Rob Manfred wanted to implement the new rule in mid-season instead of the off-season like he said prior, pitchers now have to adjust to throwing the ball with no substance just a couple days in between starts. On July 2nd, 2021, in the article, "How Baseball's War on Sticky Stuff is Already Changing the Game," Chelsea Janes wrote, Tampa Bay Rays pitcher Tyler Glasnow said he used a combination of sunscreen and rosin for grip, but stopped before a game on June 8th against the Nationals because this is when the rule was implemented. In that start, Glasnow had a season-low spin rate, which is caused because he did not use his substance of choice, so his spin rate decreased. Glasnow had a season-low spin rate with obvious discomfort as he was seen rubbing sweat from his forearm and wrist over 20 times. This is because he was trying to gain sweat, which also is a substance, but not foreign. These behaviors were new to Tyler's starts, which caused him to have a torn ulnar collateral ligament and a strained tendon. I can show this because this right here is a torn lateral ligament. Kyler, in an interview after the game, said, "I've thrown it the same way for however many years I've played baseball, and I had to change it, and that was the problem. This proves that the injury is a consequence for using foreign substances." In conclusion, it is true that controlling the ball from a pitcher's standpoint is key, but to be able to enhance your control with the use of a substance will not be tolerated in the league. Pitchers are trying to take over the game with their substance of control. To show you this, I have explained why professional pitchers do this, that the substances are analytically proven effective, and what the consequences of foreign substance abuses are. My final thoughts are that pitchers should not be allowed to have a substance advantage over the hitter, and that us fans really love the long ball. Thank you.